there's a city that knows the proper way to smash a guitar, it is the city of rock and roll. Man, in the footsteps of rock legends of the past, another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. On the Ravens sideline, a look at their head coach. These guys just about set to go in this one. Along the opposite sideline, that's the head coach of the Browns. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And off we go in a rainy game from Cleveland. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opening, right, week one, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet to get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
It's Judkins on the counter. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Another one for Judkins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Got a man. This is Evans. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. All right, a couple of yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. He's going to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be stuck. $17-yard line. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Judkins running between the tackles. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Schmidt connects, and they get 3 on their first series. Look to build on that in the drives ahead.
Even if it's not a touchdown, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. And for a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie, but he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. Crashes through a tackle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Ravens first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Better of him on that run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
On the return, here's Jones. This makes it up to the 25. 2nd drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a throw. Out to his wide out, it's a screen. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, 3rd and long. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's down to the 42-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 38-yard.
Sticking to the air here. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's to the sideline, and Evans has got it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
7-yard gain.
Still sticking with the passing game. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing it again here. Throw left side, complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's another first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Toss play here, Judkins. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st down and goal to go.
Judkins is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Schmidt tacks on that extra point. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the 2nd time. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running once more with Henry. Breaks the tackle. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Rolling from the gun here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 2.
Henry's going to try to pick it up. Fights his way through a tackle. There's the power. Here comes some speed. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
It's a gain of 20.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Browns 17-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. The Browns on top early. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. He's going to throw this one. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
Oops, knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return starts at the 9. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Here's Judkins on first down. And he strides quickly, headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
This one up to about the 27-yard line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They go play action on first down. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he's tackled for no gain. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up
Out of the gun, Henry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Running for it. Here's Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He keeps this one himself. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Third down from the gun. He has the burst over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 22.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Baltimore first.
It's Henry on the counter. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Throwing on seconds. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot.
Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for him.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens push their lead to 3.
Browns 10.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Jones. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Judkins out the middle. He manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Another game to Judkins. And they find them after SDR, and it's 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd down run from Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Ravens headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing off the play fake. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down. They're going to try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or 2.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Browns getting their offense out there. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. So 1st down from the 41. his shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Judkins. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another one for Judkins. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Browns first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the give, here's Judkins. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got 3 tight ends on this first and goal, thinking run or play action. Judkins can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Second and goal.
Setting up, 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns get some late points and the lead. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Our partner with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game. The jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Caden. Don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. You mentioned the values he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
Ravens 13.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
At the 32-yard line.
This time they'll keep it on the ground. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Back to pass on first and 10. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Looking to throw here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Now we have a third down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Going deep here for the end zone. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, but throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline.
The Browns take over.
They got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. One last play before the break. The final throw before the break. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It's like the first day of school, isn't it? Week 1 of the 2026 NFL season. We're back for year 2 at EA Sports, so let's get into it. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Santa Clara, the Niners at home to take on the Chiefs in a rematch of Super Bowls 54 and 58. And this is the Niners quarterback. He went for more than 300 yards passing, including this, one of his 3 touchdowns through the air. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is Chuba Hubbard. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Panthers wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in Week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Starting at the 10. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. That one's complete right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Henry on second. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running once more with Henry. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Catch made over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds his man over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
Here's Judkins on second down. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Run right side, Judkins. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
And the Browns first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Second and 3 now.
At the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
He'll call his own number. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play's not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Judkins running between the tackles. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs for him now after the defense jumped. Here's a design run. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Keeps it on the option here. Screen the center of the field. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Handoff now to Judkins. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
It's Judkins again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
He'll look to throw. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. There are costly interceptions, Brock. And then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Sending him on the dime. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Dropping back to throw. Finds his fullback. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during the game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Ravens first down. He takes off with it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one does not go far.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Browns back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Evans brings in the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
To Mike Evans. A gain of 9 brings up third.
QB keeping this one, turn into the option on third. It's on the turf, falls out, he lost it. And the Ravens make the recovery.
Pretty clear case of the QB not finding anything open downfield, just trying to improvise, make something out of nothing. Quarterbacks not known for keeping as good a grip on that ball as the runners, and he's got to punch free pretty easily for the turnover.
The Ravens trotting out their offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Finds a seam down the middle. This is going to be down to something about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Pass play coming here. Looking slant route complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To the air now on first and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Complete to number 29. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Running for the marker on second.
17-yard line.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead as time runs out here in the third.
Touchdown, Ravens.
So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Jones. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Pass play now. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Judkins up the middle. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Browns are lined up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Ravens ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Still inches to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Gonna keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
At the 45-yard line.
This time, looking to throw. He finds Pickens left side. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
He keeps this one himself. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
3rd down from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And this is lofted deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
And he's got 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
At the 31. It's a gain of 7.
Another game to Judkins. And this is near the 1st down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. 3rd down at the 29. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35.
Hand off to the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Baltimore.
Back to the well again. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They give it to him again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Browns will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
15 yards. And the Browns.
Zone read, this is Judkins. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
Setting
and
up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
7. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's 4th down.
This is a big moment, Brock. Here comes Andre Schmidt. From the right hash, 52 yards out. The kick they needed, but it's no good as it sails too far right. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Obviously, Kate, that miss would have made it a touchdown game. But think of it this way, it's still a touchdown game. But instead of it forcing overtime, now it's going to give them a loss.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Raven 1st down.
2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he's not going to get anything as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're throwing it. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll run here on 1st down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Brings up second and 11. At the
Setting up to pass. Cut out left. Well, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
A gain of 10. Brings up third and 1.
Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Baltimore.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Throwing
third
now.
and 7.
He brushed him off with ease. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal. Ali. Design quarterback run here. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. Anytime you dial up a blitz and you catch them running the draw like that, Brock, the D coordinator, he's going to be patting himself on the back right there.
He is, and not only for the call, but the execution of his player as well. Because you call a blitz, Kate, sometimes they can just run with their hair on fire. He had the awareness to stop that drive before he could get started.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third and goal.
Here he is to throw. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
24.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Jones. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down. Back to throw. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We'll look to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.